Okay, so we have to find the area bounded by two functions, the first of which looks like this. Get a little more accurate there. And then the second is just a function of x. So we need to find this bounded region represented by the green I'm putting there. So how do we do that? Well, let's first set up our integral, which would be the top minus the bottom. We'll do, since the x cubed is the top one, x cubed minus x dx. Then we'll do plus x minus x cubed. And now we need to find when these functions equal each other, these 3 points, so we can get our bounds of integration. So that would be, well, you know what? We technically don't have to find all of them. We could just find one and multiply by 2. But let's just go like this. X cubed is equal to x. And if we divide by x, we get x squared is equal to 1. So basically, when x is plus or minus 1, that's when they equal each other. So what I could do is literally just this. From negative 1 to 0, and then I'm going to multiply it by 2. And then we're just going to integrate. I get x to the 4th over 4 minus x squared over 2. Make it a little neater. From negative 1, 0, boom. Multiply that by 2. And you can figure that out, but that is your answer. Okay, so we have to find the volume of a solid by revolving the space created by the bounds of those graphs around the y-axis. That was said. Okay, so now all you have to do is first put this function in terms of y. So I'm going to do that by just writing it out, solving for x, in which case I get x is equal to y squared. So that is the function that we're going to be integrating. And since it is bounded by here at y equals 9, we already have our bounds of integration. So I already gave it away. 0 to 9 is equal to pi times the radius squared, the radius represented by y squared in this case. So y squared squared dy, of course. And then that function is just going to be y to the 4th. Now you just get y to the 5th over 5 from 0 to 9 times pi. And that's your answer right there. All right, we need to integrate this function right here. First thing you want to do, take it and see if you can integrate, factor, which you can. This is x minus 4, x minus 3. And then you use partial fractions. So if this is x minus 4, this is x minus 3. You can now go here and say, all right, a x minus 3 plus b x minus 4, and just start subbing in values for x. We'll let x equal 4 for this first one, which if you plug in just makes this 0, makes this 1. So that's easy. A is equal to 1. And then the next one that you do, if we let x equal to 3, so this cancels, this will be equal to, I want it in blue, this will be equal to negative 1. This is equal to 0. And then you get 1 is equal to negative b, b is equal to negative 1. All right. So you got all of that. We can now sub in our values for this right here and start to integrate. So if a is 1, b is negative 1, just do that. You can now say, all right, I have to integrate these. And this is looking like, all right, ln x minus 4 minus ln x minus 3. And I mean, you could simplify that further by saying, by subtracting, you get ln x minus 4 over x minus 3. That would be your completed answer.